Hey everyone, for the what are the economic functions of government assignment? People are having some questions on this. So basically on this assignment, you're doing the reading. So read the first part here, and then the research, and then respond. Okay, it's into three parts. So on the bottom, I would suggest doing the reading first. So you would view the reading on the bottom first. So read about the economic functions of government. This is where you get the background on it, where you get the information on where you put the headlines later on. And if you've already looked at this before, you know what I'm talking about with the headlines. But if you don't, I'll talk to you about the headlines in a little bit. So this is going to talk about what role the government should play in the economy. And when you get into the New Deal is all about, should the government have the power to create jobs? Should the president be able to create jobs and hire people? Usually it's the free, private businesses that hire people. But during the New Deal, the government was hiring new people just to kind of give people jobs. So this is asking what role the government should play in the economy. So read about this. It gives you the conservative view, which would be like the Republican view today, and then it also gives you the liberal view, which would be like Democrats, which was Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who created the New Deal. He had the liberal view. So there's two different political views when you're talking about how the government should handle the economy. And basically, I mean, the main debate is about, should the should the government just kind of stand back and let the economy do what it does and not get involved, or should the government get involved directly and kind of make laws to kind of help the economy along, or hire people here and there to kind of help the economy and spend money to help the economy? And this is where the two different views, they are at odds. The conservative view believes that you should kind of leave the economy alone, and it will thrive on its own if you leave it alone. You don't have to put money into it. You don't have to create laws. You don't have to create laws that restrict businesses at all. And the liberal view is a more hands-on view, which they're saying that the government should put laws into place to kind of make sure that businesses don't get out of hand, or when you have to create things like the CCC that created jobs during the New Deal. So those are two different views. Okay. The next thing is after you do the reading, okay, you look at there's a visual, and it just tells you, it shows you this basically it's just like an overhead that shows you the different functions of government: maintaining a legal and social framework, providing public goods and services. This is like taking care of roads and providing unemployment insurance and welfare, things like that. Maintaining competition. This is to make sure that other countries don't underprice things, and they don't. We charge tariffs and things like that, and making sure that items from China don't come in that are super cheap and run American businesses out of business. Redistributing income. This is like income tax, where they tax the rich and it gives money to programs like welfare. That's redistributing income. Correcting for externalities. That's also getting into like when we're bringing products in from other countries, and also it could get into a lot of different things. So don't worry about correcting for externalities that much. And stabilizing the economy. Like back in 2008, we had a recession. Um, the Obama administration did a package where they put a lot of money into the economy. Like they gave a lot of money to businesses, and they called it, it was um, so they tried to stabilize the economy by putting money into the economy to try to get the economy going. So that's stabilizing the economy. So this is the visual for this. Okay, the worksheet is what you're turning in, and the worksheet, all it asks you is to take these different categories and look at these headlines down here and put these headlines in the proper, under the proper, where they fall under these six different categories. So if you look at Consumer Product Safety Commission recall of skirts made in India, that headline, These are newspaper. So that headline, the Consumer Product Safety Commission recalls of skirts made in India. I would put that headline under maintaining competition, because you don't want these cheap skirts coming from India, and then that they're charged way cheaper than skirts that might be charged that might be made in the United States, coming into our market. What else we might look at here? U.S. investigation seeks out to find aluminum producers conspired to cut output, broke antitrust laws. That one I would put on maintaining competition, because antitrust laws is looking at making sure that nobody has like a monopoly over a certain industry or a certain product. Okay, so just take these headlines and put them under the proper headline, under the proper categories, and that's it. All right, thanks. Ask me if you have any other questions, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.